Good afternoon, everyone. Jonathan Davis here with Davis Autosports, and we have a special one for you guys today. This is a '05 Chevrolet Tahoe, one owner, Carfax certified, guaranteed vehicle with a flawless history, clean and clear title, with 39,000 original and documented miles. This truck has also been dealer serviced since day one of ownership. I want to apologize in advance. I do not have my Steadicam with me today, and I'm also hobbling on a torn calf muscle, so just bear with me on the stabilization of this video. I'll try to be as smooth as I can be. We are shooting this in 4K, so if you have the ability to watch this in 4K, please do so. This generation Tahoe is becoming very, very popular. As with all Tahoes, as supply goes down, demand goes up, and this is a great generation. Perhaps the lowest mileage Tahoe on the entire market right here. Carfax does show this as a two-owner truck only because Carfax can't distinguish what names are on the title, just if a title's been issued and the title, the owner got a duplicate title when they could not locate the original title before selling it. But it's been owned by the same person since day one of ownership. Look at those fog lights, absolutely perfect. All the chrome is in beautiful condition. That's an original chrome grille, original chrome bumper, original paint. Beautiful, beautiful example right here. It is four-wheel drive. We have a ton of pictures of the undercarriage, which is beautiful as well. Frame, floor pan, fuel lines, brake lines. Just an absolutely beautiful example right here. We'll get to the inside later on, but just all the areas that these trucks have concerns are not a concern on this truck. These always have to get, if you own these, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, water gets backed up in there, sits there. We actually have a Z71 Tahoe same year that we're bringing to market. It's a beautiful truck, but it had a tiny little bit of bubbles starting, so we cut it out with metal, and she's absolutely beautiful right here. Another common area, if you're familiar with these, right here, there's been no previous repair right there. Only thing to nitpick on this entire exterior, you have a little small indentation right there on the bumper. Bumper caps are in beautiful condition. But look at this paint. Our crew here did a full paint correction service on this truck. So we started off with a 2,000 grit sandpaper, worked up to a 3,000, and then with different, the complete process is different phases of compounds, polishes, buffers, with different pads, and the end result is just gorgeous, gorgeous paint. No previous repairs here whatsoever. Very, very clean. That's just a little bit of dirt. I mean, you do not find them like this. Rockers are beautiful. Usually they get funky all up in this area right here. show you the inside here in a moment. Just beautiful, beautiful paint. So the only thing too, to sort of, if you have to nitpick, these wheels, and they're notorious, all GM wheels are sort of notorious for it. Wherever you put this weight here, these are aluminum wheels, so they don't rust, but they can sort of corrode. And anytime a balance weight is applied, you're going to get that. There's nothing anyone can do about that. So besides using the stick-on weights in the back. So unfortunately, where the weights were not mounted, it's perfect, but where they are, you're going to get that. So we also did a lot of servicing to this truck. So we got new shocks, we got a bunch of services. So make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com, so you can get a full list of everything that we did to it. The interior, in my opinion, for the year is really a 10 out of 10. I mean, these seats are absolutely perfect. If you see any variation in the color, that's just the material. This was not a kid's vehicle, not a family vehicle. Nothing was ever stored in those pockets. It's nice to see pockets like that. And if you, it's one of my pet peeves, is those being loose. Headliner is in beautiful condition. Door jambs, grab handles. These lights are usually cracked. These are usually filthy and kicked in because they are very thin. So if your knee hits it or foot hits it, it indents. Seatbelt buckles. I mean, you're not gonna find this generation Tahoe like this. Backside of the seats are perfect. And we didn't detail this thing to look like this. We actually didn't even really spend that much time on this. So I want to show you the rear cargo, and then I'll walk over to show you a few other things. So the rear cargo is absolutely perfect, and it does have a third row. We have it. I'm going to show it to you real quick. But the third row was taken out since day one, and the seats were bagged, and there was a cover over this, which I'm going to show you as well. So you can see these clips are where the seats actually go, and they still have their protection on them. So the seats were taken out right away. Rear cargo areas are not all scarred up. Very, very clean. All right, I just got a low battery warning, so I'm gonna try to make this part as quick as we can. So let me try to make my way over here the best I can. So these are the seats, third row. We did not bag those. The previous owner bagged them. They've been bagged for a very, very long time. They've never, ever been used. You have a very nice rear cargo mat. These are the original floor mats. Look at these things. And they're absolutely perfect all the way around. Rubber mats to go on top. So once again, full disclosure, wheels, overall great condition, little bit of corrosion, but it is what it is. Jambs, dog legs, perfect as I showed you. These seats are just, and I'll be honest with you, as a GM guy for this generation, I prefer these seats. They're more comfortable. The leather that GM used, a combination of the age and what they use, it cracks up. I have a Z71 that we're doing right now that we're putting all new leather in, and it's a very, very, very nice truck. So this stuff holds up much better. It's more comfortable in my opinion, and if you're in a hot or cold environment, they stay relatively neutral in temp. So for these trucks, I don't mind the cloth whatsoever, and I think that's sort of a common thing that people will agree with on these trucks. Seat folds down as it should. I mean, a ton of room in this guy. rear AC, all the vents are perfect, function as they should. I mean, this headliner literally looks brand new. Clean, clean, clean. And the bolsters on these things are not, I mean, I would be surprised that there was someone in this seat. 15% of the total miles that are even on this thing. Nice thick bolster all the way around. This is a 9-passenger Tahoe as well. That folds up. You got 3, 3, and 3. So these, so the door panel is very, very clean. These dashes are obviously dyed from the factory, and I don't know if I've ever seen a Tahoe this generation that had all the dye perfectly in place with no chips, because the dashes are actually black plastic underneath this. So when this starts to chip away, you'll see little remnants of black behind it, which you don't see at all here. You have both keys, and it does have the factory transmitter, which works. You just heard that. And even the aftermarket one, you heard that, that works as well. So both of those work as they should, both keys. Cigarette lighter has never been used. I mean, this thing, guys, I'm telling you, she is as perfect as you're gonna find. AC blows ice cold. You do have steering wheel controls, AC controls up there. Both lights work, I mean, just look at the bezels, grab handles. So unfortunately, due to my calf injury, I cannot drive. So usually I do about a long 10 to 15 minute test drive on our vehicles, but due to the injury, I cannot do that. So you're gonna have to take my word. You can see every video I've ever done on YouTube. We have probably 700 videos plus. Every single video I drive one at the end, me or my sales guy, Ted. So injured, and this truck drives absolutely perfect. I am healing pretty fast. So if this thing's still for sale today, we're on May 25th, 2023. If this thing's still around in June, I'm sure I'll be able to drive. And if you want to, you can FaceTime me, or I can do a video of it driving, but this thing drives like a brand new truck. Also, make sure to go to our website, davisautosports.com, so you can get a full list of the servicing that we did, the price, and some additional information on the truck, as well as a lot of pictures of the undercarriage, because it is a beautiful truck underneath. Don't miss the opportunity to own one of the nicest Tahoes on the market. 855-955-3377. Thank you.